What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and unexpectedly earlier today, apart from the Got Your 6 challenge event, which I covered in a separate video, linked down below, every single bunker became accessible inside of Verdansk. Definitely stay tuned. But in case you guys weren't familiar with the Warzone bunkers, just to recap a bit, in 2020 an Easter egg was added allowing you to access Bunker 11, and inside would be a blueprint reward and even the death machine. But other bunkers were able to be accessed if you use certain key cards, and then some of the other bunkers were saved for the Cold War reveal event later on during, I believe it was summer of 2020, but as of today, you can access every single bunker on the map with a bit of a twist. Starting off with the big one, Bunker 11, which involves an actual Easter egg quest. Here's how you do it. I think a lot of folks actually overcomplicated this explanation back in 2020, and it's much easier to explain today, now that it's been a couple of years. So, as you can see in this detonated guide, there's two different sets of phones located around the map. But pay attention to the ones marked in red. There'll be phones in all these locations in every single match that you play, but only a few of them in the red markers will play you a sequence. If you pick up a phone and it just disconnects and doesn't read you anything, then that phone is bunked. Don't worry about it. But if you start hearing a sequence read to you in Russian, you'll know you're actually progressing with the quest. So what you want to do is turn subtitles on. You don't have to even listen to the numbers being read to you. Unless you know Russian, then that's great. But what you want to do is take note of the 3 numbers that are read to you in Russian and translate them to English so you know what the numbers are. Now you can look at my info on screen, or you can just Google the Russian numbers 0 through 10 translated to English and just match the numbers to the subtitles that you see. Don't worry, if you missed the sequence the first time, you can also interact with the phone again to hear the sequence. But once you have your 3 numbers, in my case, I had 063, what you want to do is interact with the specific numbered phones that are also on this detonated tech guide. So for me, we had 0 located at the military base, the number 6 was located at the ATC tower, and the number 3 is over at the quarry. Once you interact with these numbered phones, you should hear some Morse code playing. I know I saw some older guides explaining that you have to match the Morse code and make sure that the Morse code matches the number. Don't even worry about that. Just interact with the correct numbered phones based on the sequence that you got from the very first phone you interacted with. And once you interact with all 3 of these numbered phones, you can now go to Bunker 11, located past the military base, right here by a firehouse. Once you interact with that keypad, the bunker will open right up. You don't have to actually input the code or anything, and you can walk right in, get a bunch of free loot. There's some legendary C9s on the table, and of course the red shiny button you can interact with by the crawl space. So you can go ahead, head into this little room here, and you'll see a nuke revealed just behind the window, just as we saw in the original Warzone. Sadly, you can't activate the nuke, call one in, or blow up the map or anything, but this is of course a direct callback and a remastered Easter egg quest that we saw over 5 years ago. Sadly, there's nothing else in this bunker of value. There's no death machine, even though they just added that as a score streak this season, which I think would have been perfect to see in Warzone. They'll probably update this quest next season with some better rewards. I'm kind of sure of it. I think they'll also end up adding a blueprint eventually, unless they change the way the quest works in Season 4. We'll just have to wait and see. Kind of surprised we didn't get anything here, but there could be a specialist perk pack located right in front of the red shiny button, which I suppose is helpful if you open this up in a regular match of Battle Royale and not Plunder. Now, I'm sure a lot of folks are going to want to try this at least once in the new and remastered Verdansk, even though there isn't a reward, but take note of the steps that we went over because I'm sure they'll end up updating the rewards to this in a future season. As far as the other bunkers go, you may have noticed that I picked up a red keycard inside of Bunker 11. This red keycard could open up Bunker 4, just to be clear. So once you go up to Bunker 4, you can insert your red keycard and go right in, where you'll see a bunch of good loot and some other helpful goodies. But again, nothing really substantial as far as some actual rewards go. But I suppose if you're trying to win the game of Plunder or just want some extra cash in a match that you're in because you're desperate or need a loadout, then these bunkers could be useful on that front for just getting ahead in the match with your squad. But it looks like red keycards can also be found randomly by looting, as we also saw in the original Warzone. Once they open up the interior of the stadium, I'm sure they'll end up remastering that quest, hopefully making the RNG a bit more tolerable, where you had to also find some keycards, translate a puzzle or something, and then you'd be able to get into a secret room to get some bonus loot. Really hoping for some actual blueprint or camel rewards with these Warzone Easter eggs throughout the rest of this year. Obviously, Verdansk inside of the BO6 Warzone experience is still fairly young, so fingers crossed that some more advanced Easter egg quests that are even Black Ops related could be added throughout the rest of this year. Now, there are blue key cards you can also find randomly through looting or even in Bunker 11, and once you go into Bunker 2, shout out to Pork for this footage on Twitter, he actually found the Vanguard Armored Train blueprint. So I'm sure in all these bunkers we can open up, you'll see a bunch of Easter eggs reminiscing on the original Warzone with the older live events related to Modern Warfare 19, Cold War, Vanguard. That's, I think, the most we're going to get out of these bunker openings, at least for the second half of Season 3 here. But there's other bunkers that can also be opened using codes. Bunker 10 is one of them, and I know 0, 1, and 3 also require some codes. Not every code has been found as of recording this, but luckily there's a detonated article I'm going to have linked down below, which will be getting updated over the course of tonight as all the codes get found. Luckily, Bunker 10 has been solved, though. So Bunker 10's code is 315-47206. I saw it on Twitter, not sure where this got discovered because this isn't the original code or the original code backwards from Warzone 1 for Bunker 10. But once you go inside, you can also see that nuke, which is of course a direct reference to the post-launch story of Modern Warfare 2019. You'll again find some good loot around the area, and I believe if you do Bunker 11 in the same lobby you open this bunker in, the light may turn green since you'll notice that it's red here in my background footage. Maybe there's some type of connection where you do all of them in one game and you can get something. That was never a quest at all throughout the original Warzone 1, but like I said earlier in the video, I do believe they're going to evolve these quests over the next few seasons, probably add better rewards or link them all together. Maybe this ties to a reveal event for Black Ops 7 COD 2025 this summer. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by LagoFast. If you're seeing lobbies like this, then look no further than the LagoFast Game Booster. Players can go up against easier opponents, complete their challenges, and unlock camos easier, as well as boost their KD ratio to watch their stats soar. No one should have to feel like they're in a tournament when they just want to grind XP or complete an event, so all a player needs to do is open the LagoFast app on PC, or the mobile app if they're on console, select a recommended node, then change their location. Don't forget, LagoFast can also reduce ping and boost your FPS to maximize the player experience across thousands of different games. But if you're ready to download LagoFast, then check out the special link down below in this video's description or the pinned comments and use my discount code to save 30% off your order. But considering Stitch's return got confirmed earlier today with the Season 3 outro cutscene, wouldn't be shocked if they somehow tie Verdansk into the whole Pantheon plot of Black Ops 6. Even though Verdansk played a large role in the Cold War post-launch story, it hasn't really been mentioned at all throughout Black Ops 6. And Verdansk obviously played a large factor with the numbers broadcast that went off when Stitch actually created new sleeper agents. Maybe that'll tie into the narrative of Season 4, in which we'll end up seeing some other Easter eggs added to OG Verdansk that will not only unravel the story a bit, but could actually provide us with some Black Ops themed rewards. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new bunker Easter eggs here inside of Verdansk? I guess they're brand new for those that didn't play the original Warzone, but I'm sure you guys are bummed out about the lack of rewards. Hopefully some get added. Leave our thoughts down below. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.